If you've clicked on this video today and all you see is a couple old people in the screen, you might be saying to yourself, what do they know about world travel or how to pack for a long trip or a semester abroad or even a gap year? Well, you might be surprised.
That's right, because we are full-time world travelers. We have no home, we just travel. But over the years, we have traveled to over 55 countries, and we have made every mistake in the book. But we have developed 5 key principles for how to pack properly. And today we're going to share with you the 5 lessons that we have learned over many years and many mistakes. So stay tuned.
We're John and Bev, and we are the Retirement Travelers.
C.S. Lewis said, "You're never too old to set a new goal or dream a new dream." And that is the motto that John and I have taken in our travels of our retirement journey. We are on the adventure of our lives. We are vlogging our way around the world, so we hope that you'll tune in every week to see our vlog and see some of the things we get ourselves into.
Yes, we get ourselves in a lot of pickles.
We get lost all the time.
Turn left to stay on Iparchiakiotos Kalaudianan Chrysoskelidisis.
That's the road I thought we were supposed to stay on. We do. It's almost embarrassing. And I think we have butchered about every language imaginable.
Yes, but you keep me laughing through it all.
That's true. A bird just crapped on me. Can you believe that? On my Retirement Traveler shirt, the birdie made doo-doo on me.
Oh, that's disgusting.
But that's not what today's video is about. Today's video is about packing. It is an extremely important subject, okay? We can't emphasize that enough. You know, successful packing can make or break a trip. And as Bev said, we've done it the right way and we've done it the wrong way. And we've learned a lot of lessons along the way. You know, bad packing can take an adventure of a lifetime and make it a chore. And that is not what we want for you. If you're watching this video today, we know that you're wanting to learn how to pack, and we're going to share some lessons today that hopefully you will have a great trip and to be able to experience the world like we are doing. So principle number 1, and this is a really important one, is pack for a 1-week mindset. So what that means is it really doesn't matter how long your trip is. I mean, we are going to be gone for almost a whole year. And if we had the mindset of trying to pack for a whole year, guess what? You overpack. So the way we look at it is, even though we're gone for a year, we are taking 52 1-week trips. If you can kind of shrink this beast down into into 1 week, it makes it easier to figure out what you need for a week, and then you just repeat that any number of times based on the length of your trip.
That's right. And we see a lot of people who do a video and they'll say, oh, I have 12 t-shirts and I have 4 dresses and 3 pairs of shoes and blah, blah, blah. And what that means is that they are packing so many clothes that they cannot wear in a 1-week time frame. For us to only pack for 1 week, it only keeps us in that mindset of we are going to wear these things again. We are going to wash the clothes. And
they have washing machines all over the world. Can you believe
all
that?
over. They have laundry services in many towns, and you can get your laundry cleaned. It's a big novel concept, isn't it?
Now, what we have found out is they have washers, but they don't have dryers.
That's right.
So we hang our clothes up everywhere.
That's right. We have learned to embrace the air. It's free.
It's free.
But truly, if you pack for a year-long trip, it's daunting. Don't do that. Pack for 1 week. Just get used to wearing things over and over. And while we're on the subject, we might as well tell them the biggest question that we get asked: how many of those shirts do you guys have?
We're gonna tell you everything in our pack later, but we'll sneak, hit to the punch early here and say we have 7 of these.
Each of us have 7. We get approached every day. Someone stops us and says, oh, where are you from? Or we love your shirt.
Yes, it's almost as if these shirts say, please introduce yourself and start talking to us. That's pretty much what happens all around the world.
That's right. So we are not trading out our shirts. Principle number 2 is to get over your stuff. Now, this involves more than just the clothes on your back. It involves all the things that you put in your pack. Madison Avenue is so good about convincing us that we need things. And you go to an outdoor store or you go shopping or look online, you will see a million products. And people advocate taking these like little bottles that you transfer your shampoo to, and all of these little items that you think you need to go on a world trip. You really don't need them. And you have to have a minimalist mindset.
That's right. You really don't need as much as you think you do. And we have been taught this lesson over and over, and sometimes it needs some reinforcing.
Yeah.
If you don't know our story, we are extreme minimalists now. We sold our house and all possessions, and pretty much all we have is what we lug around with us around the world. And when we started this international adventure, we took everything we learned from downsizing our home and pretty much threw it out the window. And we started justifying why we needed more stuff, because we had already downsized, and we convinced ourselves that we needed more than we really needed.
We did. We convinced ourselves that we needed those little shampoo bottles, and we convinced ourselves we needed that certain water bottle, and we convinced ourselves of all of these things that we threw in our pack. And you know what? We left some of it in Panama. We left some of it in Costa Rica. We left some of it in Colombia. We've left some of it all through over the place. All over the place. So we really didn't need stuff. And really the thing that really messed us up is the mindset of saying, oh, but it's we might need it, or
boy, that would be really nice to have.
Yeah, or we might not be able to buy it when we get over there.
Or something like, it's not that heavy. It doesn't have that much more weight. The bottom line is you do not need as much as you think you do. Principle number 3, only your shoes touch the ground.
That's right. This is a biggie because a lot of you out there are probably considering bringing a roller suitcase with you. Now, we have been in Central America on this latest trip and in Europe, and bringing a roller suitcase, this is how we started out. We justified it because we were going for a longer trip, and we thought taking a suitcase with rollers would be ideal for us. Oh my gosh, we have been in so much pain. And those of you out there that are thinking, well, what if I can't carry a backpack because I have a bad back? Let me tell you, if you are unable to carry your stuff, you are probably unable to do the kind of trip that we're talking about doing on a long journey. If you're going to fly into an airport and then get in a taxi and go to your hotel, that's different. But for most people, they can't afford that kind of journey. They have to be able to use public transportation, get on a train or a bus. For us, we travel a lot of times through streets that are cobblestones, or over obstacles in the street, or even climbing into a train. You have to be able to climb several steps up, and if you've got a roller suitcase, you are going to have to lift it with your hand.
We start, like Bev said, we started with the suitcase, but we are 100% convinced that the backpack is the way to go.
And we did this a long time ago when we traveled with our kids when they were in college and high school. We got everybody a backpack. We know that this is the way to do it.
Yes, but we talked ourselves out of it, which was a big mistake. So let's talk backpacks for a minute. Researchers say that you shouldn't carry more than 10 to 20% of your body weight with your backpack. Bev really can't carry more than about 15%, and I could probably carry more than 20%, but I don't want to. It needs to be comfortable. So when talking about backpacks, the first thing is get a good quality backpack. We have gone with Osprey. We have tried a variety of different backpacks over the years, and Osprey is our favorite one. I carry a 55 liter and Bev carries a 40 liter, and they are super lightweight, good quality, and they've certainly solved this issue for us, and we love them.
Yes, and one of the first things that you need to make sure your backpack has is a good padded waist belt. And what that does is it takes the load off of your shoulders and off of your upper body, so it distributes the weight around your legs and you are able to walk. Your legs are stronger than your back and your shoulders.
Yes.
And your neck.
The other thing is you want to get a backpack that fits you right. It's almost like trying on a pair of shoes. You can go to like an REI or one of those kind of places, and they will fit you. Everybody is sized differently, and you want to get a backpack that fits you so that it's comfortable.
That's right. The next thing you want to make sure you do is get a backpack with a good structure to it. And oftentimes backpacks have a metal piece in the back of them but you want to make sure you have one that has comfortable padding in the back. Our backpacks have ventilation so that it air flows through that. You know, these are important little things, but they can make a difference long term.
The other thing that's really important with a backpack, and again, we've done this wrong in the past, is get a front opening pack so that it's kind of a clamshell opening and it opens more like a suitcase. We've had some that you load from the top or the back, and those just aren't very functional. The last thing we would say is go for a test drive, okay? Fill your pack up to about the weight you think you're going to travel with and go out for a 1 mile walk. And you should be pretty comfortable with a 1 mile walk. If you're not, you're going to have to make some adjustments, take some weight out, or try a different pack. Because you think 1 mile, I'm never going to be walking a mile, but believe me, the circumstances always come up with trains and planes and automobiles and delays and detours, waiting around. You may be wearing that backpack a lot longer than you think, so make sure that you can comfortably walk a mile in it.
Principle number 4 is be super organized. Now, this is such an important concept for travel. If you're unorganized, you're not going to have a good trip. So the first thing that we advocate is to use packing cubes. And we see a lot of people online that say, oh, just roll up your things. But you really don't want your stuff floating around loose. You want to pack in a packing cube. John and I each have packing cubes that we pack our shorts in, our underwear, and we have a winter bag that we have our jacket and our sweater and our hat and our gloves, and then we have a toiletry bag each. These are really important to have packing cubes that you can just know where your stuff is, and every time you stop, you can pull your things out that you know you're going to use over and over again.
Yes, and another important feature of the packing cubes is the compression type. They actually have an extra zipper that you can compress them. And when you're packing in just a backpack, like we are, it's really important to get things compressed as possible, or you have a hard time getting your backpack closed. So definitely get the ones that will compress, help take the air out of it, and it makes it easier to pack.
That's right. And another thing you want to remember with your packing in general and being organized is you want to pack things exactly the same way every single time. I know exactly where everything is in John's pack, and he knows where everything is in my pack. We pack it up the same way in the same order, and it just makes our trip a lot easier.
That's right. Another important thing is color coding. Don't get all the same color of packing cubes. Get different colors so you know which ones have your stuff in them. And don't necessarily get the same colors as your partner. It's really important that you know, be able to go exactly to which cube, and you kind of remember it with the color coding. It's kind of like we're animals as a child, you know, how to mix and match. Well, that's how I can find where my stuff is in the packing cubes.
That's right. Another thing that we love is a dry sack. And these are made by Sea to Summit. We use the 8-liter. You can catch a link below. We'll leave a link for our dry sack, and if you order from it, we make a few cents from that, and we appreciate any kind of sponsor like that we can get. So if you get a dry sack, you put your liquids in that, you roll it up, and if you have a spill, and you will have a spill, we've had many spills, but they've always been in our dry sack. We don't have to transfer our shampoo to another bottle that doesn't leak. We just know if it leaks, it's going to be in the dry sack.
The last point is share your things. And this is everything. This means toothpaste, it means dental floss, it even means deodorant. Now, if you'd have asked me a year ago, would I be wearing Bev's deodorant, I probably would have said no. But
hey, it's strong enough for a man.
But it's made for a woman.
I know, he smells awesome. He just does.
Next trip, it's going to be Old Spice.
No, I am not going to smell like my grandpa.
But the point is, share your stuff. Anything that you can do like that, sharing, you've got to try to get the weight down and pack as efficiently as possible. The 5th key concept is to buy high quality. And we mean buy high quality for everything. We mean the pack needs to be very high quality. Your clothes need to be high quality. Your shoes need to be high quality. Everything needs to be the best quality. Do not skimp. Go ahead and pay up front to get what you need. We're talking about the high-tech stuff. We need your clothes to be lightweight. They need to dry fast. You're going to be wearing them all the time. You're going to be washing them often. You want all of your stuff to be durable, lightweight, and
really the best stuff you can find.
The best stuff you can buy. If you try to save a buck early, you will end up being disappointed on the road.
So one of the biggest questions that we get asked is what is in our pack? And today we want to share with you the things that are there. You may think when you look at it, well, they've left out a lot of stuff, but we have not. We have gone down to almost a survival wardrobe, and we are very happy with this. So here's what we have. So I have 7 shirts, 4 shorts, 1 dress, 1 pair of flats, 1 skirt, 1 swimsuit, 1 cover-up, 7 sets of underwear and socks, 1 pullover long sleeve, 1 pair of pants, 1 legging, a raincoat, a puffer jacket, a sweater, a hat, gloves, and a fanny pack. I also have a toiletry bag. John is carrying 7 shirts, 3 shorts, 2 running shorts with tanks, 1 pant, 1 slip-on shoe, 1 collared golf shirt, 1 swimsuit, 7 underwear and socks, 1 pullover long sleeve, 1 long sleeve running shirt, a raincoat, a puffer jacket, a hat and gloves, and a toiletry bag. John also carries what we call the junk drawer. Now, every family has a junk drawer, and we're no different. We have one too. And what this is the compression bag, and it has our little grocery bags, our little Sea to Summit grocery bags, our sunglasses. It includes an emergency kit, some extra medication, things like that, things that we just don't want floating around. And we know, hey, it's in the junk drawer, and you go into the junk drawer and get what you need.
Very handy. I also carry a small front pack. There we have a computer, iPad, some additional camera equipment, and all of our plugs. And it's probably not ideal to carry, but we found it necessary. It's also quite handy when you're on a bus or a train to easily access your stuff. If we were not YouTubing and had so much equipment, we probably wouldn't do this, but we find it necessary.
Yeah, and I also carry a tote. I don't really want to carry a tote, but I also need it for planes and trains and things like that. And in that, I carry my cords, I carry camera batteries, and I carry a few pieces of camera equipment.
So overall,
wait, I didn't tell them about the laundry detergent.
Oh, I forgot about that.
We also carry some laundry detergent. It's called True Earth. It's solid strips of laundry detergent. It's lightweight, has no water in it. You can buy it with the link below. We just don't want to have to go into every town we go to and buy new laundry detergent every week. So it's very lightweight, and you can get it online. It's very handy.
Very handy. So overall, we have 70 pounds between us that we carry. And when we started this trip off last fall, it was probably close to double that.
It's very embarrassing.
It is embarrassing. So we've gone from roughly 140 pounds down to 70 pounds, and it has made all the difference in the world. We don't even mind moving day now. The way we travel, you have to be nimble, and this has been perfect for us. So we don't want to see you make the same mistakes we have. And
yeah, and if we could get our packs, if we didn't have camera equipment and a computer to carry, we could get our pack down to 10 to 15% of our body weight.
Yes.
And our journey would be perfect.
So if you've enjoyed this video today and you've picked up some tips on packing, be sure to smash the like button and hit subscribe and follow along on our journey around the world.